Hello and a very warm welcome. In today's video we're going to react to Liam Lawson's comments as he has been speaking to the media for the first time since his announcement that he would be dropped. Today is media day duties and Lawson has spoke. Liam Lawson has opened up on Red Bull's decision to demote him back to Racing Bulls after 2 races in the season. The New Zealander admitting he was surprised by the call, but now remains determined to prove he belongs in the sport. Lawson shocked and surprised by the early Red Bull demotion, but is adamant that he belongs in Formula 1. Obviously, I've gave my opinions on it. Liam Lawson, it's just cuntish by Red Bull, really. They've thrown him in there. He's basically sunk with no armbands on and dropped after 2 rounds. I feel really sorry for Lawson. And in a way, I hope he has a good, positive weekend. Because, yeah, his confidence, no matter what he says to the media, his confidence must be on the floor. So, following a dismal 2 rounds where he crashed at Australia and China, pretty much last, the decision was made, a meeting was called by Red Bull, and they made the decision to put Yuki in the Red Bull and Lawson would go back to Racing Bulls. Yeah, quite a good moment by Racing Bulls as they welcomed him back to the paddock with a little sign on the pit board saying "We miss you." Speaking to the media on Thursday at Suzuka, Lawson admitted that he was not expecting a swap so early on in the campaign. Obviously, it's an opportunity this weekend and maybe something I wasn't expecting so early, but something that obviously is not my decision. And for me, it's about making the most of this opportunity. I am still in Formula 1. It's been a good week of preparations. I'm excited to get going. I am excited to see how they do. Tsunoda, massive opportunity in front of his home fans. And Lawson, how's he going to react? How's he going to respond? These are the big talking points for me coming into Japan. And we will find out the answers as practice will be on tomorrow. I had no idea in China, speaking of did he know he was going to get dropped, it was something that was decided Monday or Tuesday after the meeting. I found out after China basically. It was, I think, for all of us, probably more unexpected, but it was after the weekend. He goes on to further say, it was more of a done deal, I would say. I left China starting preparations for Japan, and basically I had a phone call saying that I was going back to Racing Bulls. Yeah, Lawson, he's not been treated well in this scenario. But again, you have to blame Red Bull. They should have promoted Tsunoda for the start of the season. They didn't. They put Lawson in. And what happened? Lawson basically nowhere. And they've made a decision. Lawson, I think I was more surprised. Obviously, it's very early in the season. I was hoping to go to a track that I've raced before and have a clean weekend. He's been there before. Suzuka. Melbourne and China hadn't been there. He deserved Japan, and he wasn't given Japan. Yeah, he knows this track well from his Super Formula days. The decision obviously was made when I was told, so although it was tough to hear, I had 1 or 2 days to think about it. Then I went to Faenza with VCARB, starting seat fit and preparations. Yeah. I have the opportunity to still be in Formula 1 and still racing, and that is the main thing for me. I'm excited to be here. It's been a strong start to the season for VCARB, so I guess it's exciting for me to come in. So yeah. And then we've got Red Bull team principal Christian Horner spoke. We have a duty of care for Lawson. That is the biggest load of bullshit. And he's talking absolutely out of his arsehole, Christian on. Duty of care for Liam Lawson. So why did you pull him in after 11 rounds? Done nothing. We joked. Here to stay. I'll be gone by May. Well, fuck May. It's been March. Wow. Unbelievable. Horner. Shithouse. Marco Shithouse. Confidence-wise, it doesn't change a lot. We all have self-belief to be here, to be in the sport. If you don't have self-belief, it makes it difficult. It doesn't really change how I feel about myself. I think what it's doing for me, the best opportunity I had felt like was with Red Bull Racing, and that's where we all are working towards. Yeah, he's part of but Christian and his team will have their opinions on what's best, and that's up to them to decide. Yeah, so Lawson goes back to Racing Bulls. I can't wait to see how he does. Yeah, this is either going to destroy his F1 career, or he's going to come out swinging, and going for the knockout punch. Yuki Tsunoda home race in a Red Bull, that's exciting. And then you got Lawson seeing if he can, just answer all the critics. A messy situation, but this is Red Bull Racing. The team is poisonous. The team is cancerous. Hopefully they burn in the ground when Max eventually leaves this shambles of an outfit. Roll on Japan. Join me for qualifying reaction, race reaction, and driver ratings. Adios.